The ESRB has rated Planet Zoo E10 Plus for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for everyone aged 10 and over. How you doing, folks? Welcome back to the zoo. This is Jack, naturally. Hope you're doing pretty well. I'm doing okay. What I'm doing in this episode is I am adding a multi-species habitat for the dromedary camel and the Somali wild ass, which is a donkey and not what it sounds like. Anyway, I'm filling this empty space right along here with this habitat, and I'm just going to get right on into it. I have to admit that I'm on a time limit because I have a doctor's appointment. I'm in between primary caregivers right now because my doctor retired, and the person that I got assigned to replace my doctor also retired. So I'm like, well, geez, what do I do now? So I'm going to meet someone who I think is going to be my replacement doctor. I'm hoping. We shall see how it goes. I gotta say up front, doctors, I'm getting to the point that I've seen so many doctors and I've got so many freaking problems that I kind of don't like going to the doctor anymore. I mean, it used to be just one of those things, but I've had, in recent years, I've had a lot of unexpected long-term hospital stays, and I'm no longer as enthused about it as I could be. You know what I mean? Okay, we've got a springbok about to inbreed. Springbok goes away. Bye-bye. And you go on life support. Okay, which one of you is the younger? This one. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, there we go. I think that fixes the problem. So let's move back over where? Over here. Here we go. All right, there we go. Now, that's good for the back. I'm gonna need to borrow one of these. All right. 1 second. Speaking of my doctor. Okay. That was a reminder by one of my other doctors that I have a video conference call tomorrow to follow up on my surgery, from which I am pretty much completely healed, but you know, they like to make sure. Because heaven knows if they proclaim me totally cured and you're healed and something went wrong, you know, I would have lawsuit money on my hands, and they don't want that. I don't want that either, you know. I've been involved in one lawsuit in my day, and I you know, even though I won, it was not pretty. It was no fun at all. So anyway, I'm going to keep building this habitat, putting up the mulch line that separates the guests. If you aren't doing this with your own zoos, by which I mean putting, you know, a little space, you should, because this prevents things like, you know, sticking your hand into the predator cage and having it ripped off, or, you know, something like that. It's just more realistic. There aren't that many zoos that have animal habitats but right up against the guest paths. In fact, most zoos, they put more space than you might believe between the animals and the guests. I need to put down some trash cans. Count of 6. Don't let the ostrich interbreed. No inbreeding for the ostriches. And you go on on birth control, life support. They're on life support. Yes, that makes all the sense in the world. How silly of me, Jesus Christ. Okay. But yeah, being in the hospital is no fun. No fucking fun at all. You guys probably know this already, but the last couple of times I've been in the hospital, it's been for at least a week, and it's a week of daily pokes and prods and needles and pain and not being able to sleep and shitty food, and I hate it. It's traumatizing. And there have been times where I've thought, oh hey, you know, this is just going to be a doctor's appointment. And the next thing I know, I'm riding in an ambulance to the emergency room. So I get nervous when it comes to going to the doctors these days. I mean, I'm sure it's not the doctor's fault, you know. It just is what it is. I was about to die of old age, okay? I'm beginning to get to the point that I will not be able to build while the game is running. I'll have to pause it. This would be cool, but I don't want to spend 8,000. I mean, look at this. 10,000. Somebody intentionally bred a bunch of albino giraffes and is now flooding the market with them. But look what they did. They've priced me out of getting a replacement giraffe from poor dead Hawa. Okay, this guy. Looks like this guy's the only one. My only oh, I love it. He named whoever this jackass was who's running their zoo. Stank. He named his zoo franchise Stank. Oh, great, I didn't catch it in time. And now the daughter, why do you have to breed with your children before you breed with your fucking mate, asshole? So I've got inbreeding giraffe, or inbreeding porcupines. Great. Wait. That was inbreeding? I bought them together. Oh my god, I bought them. They were siblings. Jeez. Okay, hold on. Oh, great. And that relatively inexpensive giraffe I was going to get is now priced out of my range almost. I'll deal with you guys in a second. I'm going to just pause the game now so I don't get any more surprises while I'm trying to fix these surprises. And now we wait. That should stop the inbreeding problem. Now let me check on my giraffes. Okay. Turn on my build light. Let's get back to it. Oh, while I'm at it, I might as well do this, right? While I'm taking a break from actually building the habit I'm trying to build.
Hi. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Now, the thing is, when I'm in what I think of as build mode, I very rarely even look at I very rarely even look at the notices that are popping up all the time up here, unless I see one that's in red. And even then, I tend to only pay attention to the animal notices that are in red. Oh great, look at this. The universe is conspiring. I'm running out of time because I gotta go to the doctor, so the universe is conspiring to make this last as long as possible. Okay folks, I'm going to cut all this part out so you don't have to sit here with me waiting to get reconnected to the internet. And I bet you my regular internet is working just fine. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so that took about 10 minutes. Yay. All right, let's get the barriers lined up with the fence. Well, apparently it had just started raining when we had the disconnect. Yay. All right. Yeah, I'm pausing the game. I'm sorry, but this is getting ridiculous. You know, I'm getting, oh, come, stop what you're doing and come take care of this other problem every 2 or 3 seconds. And I don't have the time for it right now, guys. So I'm just going to, no, I'll pause the game. I'm sorry for pausing the game. I normally would just let it run, but this is getting stupid. There's so many interruptions, so many problems popping up, so many alerts that I can't get anything accomplished. Like I said, I'm kind of on a timer here. Okay. Okay, so all right. I put in the requisite keeper hut. Now I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not gonna finish this building all the way to the point that I'd like it to be finished because I don't have the time. I think that's the right color. Might not be. You know what? I'll fix it later. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Okay, where was I? Mesh. Concrete. Oh, for crying out loud, really? How about we just start over? Can we do that? Fine. Beam, 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 thick. Where did I put the thick beam? There, that's where I put it. Oh, okay. All right, this should just about do it for the shelter. And I know it looks kind of odd. You know, I haven't put in supports or anything like that for this hanging wall. I will do that at a later date. By later date, I mean after I get back from the doctor's. Right now, I just want to get the basic shelter up so I can start bringing animals in. There we go. Okay. Animal storage. Camel. Invalid destination. Why isn't it? Oh, right. Okay, let's see. We got every month, and every month. There we go. I'm sorry for not talking very much, but I really was kind of in the build zone. And as such, I was trying to get it done before I had to suddenly rush off to the doctor's office. Meerkat dying of old age. Okay, let's see. Okay, they got plenty of space, but the terrain, too much long grass, not enough rock, not enough sand. Okay. Okay, that'll do. I will handle. What I've got to do is obviously is another housekeeping episode. Okay. Terrain's fine, coverage is fine, plants are fine, Enrichment is fine. Okay, and for you? Plants are good. Enrichment is fine. Habitat's fine. Plenty of room. Okay. Alright, and of course the camels drop huge deuces. Alright. Okay guys, because I'm rushed for time, I'm going to stop it here instead of doing all the externals and all that number. But as you can see, we've got a good basis for the a really good basis for the habitat for the Somalias and for the dromedary camels. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, where are my employees? Here we go. Employees. Okay. Caretaker. No, not a caretaker. Keeper. Hi, what's your name? All you're going to do is clean the habitat. Alton Rincon. And your only habitat is this one. That's all your only job is cleaning this habitat, okay, Alton? What I may end up doing is dividing all of my keepers into two groups. One that all they do is clean habitats, and the other, all they do is feed the animals. Okay. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Who knows, if this build turns out not to be that long, I might come back. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I might come back to it and finish it after the doctor's appointment. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
You could be a part of it. There's a revolution, you could be the start of it. Better get a move on while there's still a chance of it. If there's no improvement, this could be the last of it. Nature was a haven, now we need saving. No more conversation, time for cultivation. We all got a part to do to help the world pull through. But you gotta build a zoo. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. You've an aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That planet to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble. You gotta build